a quick little Flipgrid tutorial. So if you do not have a Flipgrid account, go to flipgrid.com and you'll come over here to educator sign up and you'll be prompted to sign up with Google. If you do have a Flipgrid sign in, you'll click on educator login. Over here, you'll be prompted to log in with Google, and I highly suggest if you're creating an account to use your @HFSD login because all of our students have that account, and that way it will link directly with your Google Classroom if you have that. So once you go into Flipgrid, there'll be a variety of different things at the top. You'll click on My Grids, and basically how I explain grids are like they are Google Classrooms if you're familiar with the Google platform. So you'll see down here I have a variety of different grids. And in a grid, for example, this is my grid for this school year, I have a variety of different topics for the students to be able to access. So if you do not have a grid, you'll go back to your grids and create a new grid. So you'll be prompted to give it a title. So I'm going to call my new one Miss Murray's Distance Learning. And you'll click if you want to be school email, student ID, or public. I would click on school email. That way, when the students are on the Chromebooks, they could just log in with Google. So it will prompt you to add at hfsd.edu if you're not brand new, if you're brand new to Flipgrid. And once you hit that, your grid is ready. So you can just share this directly with your families and students through Google Classroom. You could share it through Remind, which is great that Flipgrid does. You could embed the code in an email if you want to send it directly to parents that way, or use it on Microsoft Teams. So if you go to your grid, you'll see that right away it gives you an automatic topic of introducing yourself. So if you want to just explain to students what their expectations are for using Flipgrid at home, you could just click right on here and you'll hit record response, and it's as simple as that. It will open up a screen, hi everyone, where you'll see your face recording, and it will use your webcam to record it. There's a variety of different things down here that students can use. And if they're familiar with YouTubing, I know a lot of my students in the classroom want to be YouTubers, so they'll know to click on the record button down here. There's a feature of a Blackboard where the students can switch the screen into an actual Blackboard and be able to show their work using their touchpads or using the mouse pad over here. 42, 41, here we go. And you'll add them together and they can show their work right on there, which is pretty cool. So there's a variety of different things for them to do. So basically if you were recording a video, let me just go back and go show you. So you'll go to record response. You'll click on record down here. You'll record your video. It will prompt the students to count down from 3, 2, 1. You can record your video, tell your students, I expect you to use this to answer different prompts that I'm going to be posting, tell them how much you missed them, whatever it might be. And you'll hit next. It will prompt you to rewatch your video. You can record your video, tell your students. After that, it will ask you to snap a selfie. So you'll take a picture. I'm just going to take one quick so I can show you how the rest of the steps look. So let's say cheese. You'll hit next. And then from here, it might take a little while because a lot of teachers and educators are using Flipgrid. It should go in. There we go. Don't close the window. And you'll put your display name, whatever your name might be. And you will submit your video. And it will say complete. And then now your video is now visible and your students can see your video down here. Once your students start adding more videos to your topic, you'll see them down here. If you want to share a specific topic instead of your whole grid, you could click on here and share it once again, just that one topic if you create your own. And then what I love about Flipgrid is once you go back and you're watching the videos, if you see that someone is off topic or didn't answer the question and got a little off, you can click on here and you'll have the option to either hide that response, delete that response, or move that response. So there's different ways that you could do it. And once students start posting on here, you'll see you could give, I'm just going to pause it. You could give students direct feedback. So if you ask them to do a question, you could tell them, okay, they got a 5 out of 5 for their ideas, a 5 out of 5 for performance. And you could say, you could comment here, wow, you really answered that with great detail. Whatever your feedback is for that student. And you could give them that feedback right away. And just, you don't have to email it to them. You don't have to copy it, because once they go into Google and they click on their response, they'll be able to view it. And not every student will be able to view that feedback. Only that one specific student who made that video will be able to view that feedback. So there's a lot of other things you could do in Flipgrid. This is just some basic how to create a topic, how to create a grid. If you want to grab some topics that were already created, you could go to the Disco library, and there's always great topics that other people have already created. So basically what this is it's all topics that have already been created by other educators, and you could search it. You could search it by whatever grade you are. Say you're elementary, you could search in here. If you're looking for something with, say, something to do with a hero, if you're learning about heroes, you'll just search it on here. And there's a variety of different lessons that were already created that you could add directly right into your classroom. And you could just, I don't know why this isn't. I think a lot of teachers are on here right now, so it might be why it's a little bit slower right now. But basically, if you find one like read your favorite book, all you have to do is just add this topic right to your grid. And you could add it right to here, add it, and it will go right into, you could edit it if you want to change it in any way, and you could update it. And now if you go to distance learning, Miss Murray's distance learning, you'll see there's other topics on here ready to go. So you could always add a co-pilot if you are co-teaching with someone, if you are the special education teacher or the gen ed teacher, or if you're on a team in middle school, whatever it might be, you could add a co-pilot on here. And that way, that person, you could just enter their email and they'll be invited to be able to edit your grid just like you are. So I hope that wasn't confusing in any way. If you have any questions, feel more than welcome to email me at vmurray@hfsd.edu. But basically, that's Flipgrid. It's pretty awesome. And what I love about it is it really allows students to be able to hear their voice, especially now when we don't get to see